So we are now in Amsterdam after a couple of fairly relaxing days in Santiago. We were at a bar called Cafe Moody, opened in 1726, so almost 300 years old. This place opened 50 years before the U.S. became a country. That stuff blows me away. Now the Camino's over. What were your thoughts walking into Santiago?
I was excited. It was a good final walk, but it was insanely crowded. Insanely crowded. But that's what they say about August in Europe, and that's what it is.
Yeah. All right. So now we've been done for a couple days now. Looking back on it, any thoughts? Any epiphanies?
It was very enjoyable. I enjoyed it a lot, almost as much as last year. It was easier. So that was a plus. Not as, uphills and downhills, don't get me wrong, but nothing like last year. Still didn't meet as many people, but still met amazing people. A lot of friends, I think that, we have their numbers and stuff, and so we'll chat here and there, and it was great overall. I'm already talking about doing it next year. What about you?
Yeah, same thing. Definitely easier. I think with it being easier, there wasn't as much of a reward getting there, I guess. It wasn't that challenge that last year was. It did feel like we had 2 weeks of road walking.
Yeah.
Then we had a week that was really nice from Porto to Tui, and then we hit Tui and it became, a circus.
Yes, but the spiritual was amazing.
Spiritual was incredible.
And there weren't many people on that at all, and it was probably the prettiest part.
Yeah, it's definitely the prettiest. So one of the things about Amsterdam that we've noticed is we are definitely not in Spain or Portugal anymore. Small wine and a smallish glass of beer is 11 euros. Everything here is ridiculously expensive.
And there's no tapas.
No tapas. We're missing as much as we hated siestas, we sure liked our tapa culture. I'd go for some aceitunas right now.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, my favorite.
So far, we've actually really enjoyed Amsterdam. Better than we did last time. Last time, we weren't fans. So this time, we've had a good time here. What did we do this morning? So, any girls out there looking for someone to date, I'll take you around the world, all this stuff. These are the promise to remember wherever we go. Because I'm talking about a few hours ago.
Okay, so we went to some museum. Starts with an R. I don't know. I can't say the words here because it's hard. And then we went to a fun museum. Interactive dungeon museum. That was fun. That's more up my alley. First one's more his thing.
So I took my beautiful wife to show her Van Gogh and Rembrandt and, history's going back to the early 16th century.
Yeah.
But she liked the little Disneyland portion we went to that it was basically like the 13th floor in Phoenix with people jumping out and scaring her.
It was so fun. I'll say Van Gogh and the Rembrandt, dude, that was cool to see in person because I've only seen it on TV. The rest, I think it's fine. It was fun to see it, but 3 floors, a little too much. Mine's more fun to go to. We should go.
So again, I'm looking for a travel partner. Anybody interested in seeing European culture, let me know. Anybody that wants to go to Disneyland, hit up Sam. She would love to go with you.
Oh, we were going to Disneyland!
What do you think about the crowds here in Amsterdam?
Well, it's too crowded. Yeah. It's definitely, once you find your spot, it's fun to people watch.
What are our plans for tonight, tomorrow, Sunday?
Tonight we have dinner somewhere. I don't know where. Well, I don't know. I know Sunday we're doing a bike thing. And then I know there's a wine and cheese tasting canal tour that we're definitely doing. That's my thing. That's what I want to do.
Notice how I'm trying to go to museums and bike riding through the tulips and the clogs and the history. And she wants to go to either bar on the water or a cool hidden bar.
They both sound fun, but the wine and cheese, all you can have cheese on the boat, on the canal. My sister did it, and so she recommended it. Sounds fun.
That's really what she likes. She does like the food and the wine and the cheese. And instead of taking her to Europe and traveling around, we could just go to Costco and get samples of cheese and samples of wine and samples of sausage.
If anybody wants to go to Europe with me and take me on a cheese wine tour boat, just can go to Costco.
All right. So I gave Sam 2 options. We had 2 museums that we were looking at going to, and Sam was looking through the 2 museums. of the two museums, she said, "Oh, look, there's an ice bar. We should go to the ice bar." So instead of being at one of the museums, we are now at the ice bar. Apparently it's 10 below in there, so we get to see what all of our Canadian friends are in Mazatlan avoiding. I don't think we've ever been in 10 below, although it is only Celsius, so it's not like 10 below Fahrenheit, so it's only like, I don't know, 4. I'll put the actual conversion up here somewhere.
What can I get?
Can you not see my breath?
How y'all doing?
So how you doing right now?
Crazy. Danny, you're crazy, Danny.
Yeah, I feel like we're visiting our son in Toronto. But this is not fake snow. This is not fake ice. There's actually a fan over there that was frozen solid. How are you doing, Sam?
I'm freezing and I'm ready to go.
You probably couldn't pick that up on the microphone, but she said she's ready to leave Mexico and move to Finland. Are you having fun?
Okay.
So we just got out of the ice bar. What are your thoughts of it?
It was so cool. Like, literally so cool. No, okay. It was actually a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. It was tricky and freezing, and I'm not used to that, obviously. But my fingers went so bad.
Who would have thought?
But they only gave us like these cotton mittens to put on, and then gave us glasses that were made of ice. Well, hello, within like 5 seconds, I'm like, my fingers are freezing.
Who would have guessed that an ice bar was going to be that cold?
Okay. I knew it was gonna be cold, but I did not expect them to give us cotton, like water-soaked gloves, and they give us ice. Oh, cool. It was cool. It was a fun experience. I'm glad we did it.
Glad we did it too. But to all you people out there that live in 9 below, I don't know if that's Fahrenheit or Celsius, that had to be Fahrenheit, or in Europe, so it makes no sense. That was insane that people would choose to live in.
Don't forget. People think that about our heat, too.
Yeah, but 118 is not that bad. I'd take that over 9 below, 10 below. Ugh. It's 118 out. A cold beverage, a cold beer is perfect. At 10 below, a cold beer kind of sucks. I wanted a hot chocolate. Alright, fair enough. Had a fun day so far, taking Sam to a dinner she doesn't know about tonight. So hopefully she has a good time. Actually, it's not even that interesting. I know her well enough to know that she's going to love it and be excited by it. But, we've been together for 30 years. It's hard to surprise her now. And I think she really doesn't know. There's a chance she's looked over at my phone and seen it. But I don't really know.
I have no idea, I promise.
We'll give you a little update after dinner. Stay warm. So we are here on the famous red light district. We tried to go out to dinner.
Dining in the dark, which we've gone to a few times before. So much fun. I was so excited.
We went in, got there about 20 minutes early. They sat us really quickly. First course came basically immediately, so I'd say by 6:50 or so, we had our first course. Finally, Sam's blood sugar dropped.
I didn't know it at the time. I just knew. I was like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit weird. Is it because it's really dark and we're sitting here forever without anything, right? Like, it was like 45 minutes since we had our first course, which was a little salad. We're thinking, because we couldn't really see it. And so we're sitting there, and we're like, are we just did they forget about us, or what's going on? Because everyone around us we could hear was eating and talking to their waiter, and I'm like, okay, now I'm like, am I low, or is it just because it's dark and you cannot see anything, and I'm feeling kind of weird?
So when we say dining in the dark, and like Sam says, we've done it 3 times before, you can't see your hand in front of your face. You can see absolutely nothing. It's kind of crazy how dark it truly is. The one we did in Vegas, at least they have on night vision goggles. You can see a little bit of green. And there's like a thin outline of an emergency exit in the one in Vegas. This one, There was nothing. So we sat there for, I thought, it's pitch black, so maybe it messes with time a little bit. It felt like we'd sat there for at least a half an hour. So when we got out and found out that we sat there for 45 minutes with nothing, we call it, they still charge us $30 for a salad.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we moved on. We grabbed the pizza that was pretty solid. We're now here, red light district, and all that goes with it. There's a lady next to us that's done about 50 TikToks so far. Another lady that's so plastered they carried her out of the bar, and then for whatever reason, decided to carry her back into the bar. So that's been interesting. And then we have a couple windows between us, bikers trying to get through. It's been an experience.
Girls in the window.
Trying to get an application for Sam.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, it's been a really good time since, actually including the Camino, everything relaxing, nice to kind of be out again. We've got a few things planned for tomorrow and the next day. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on our rest days. Probably not a whole lot of videoing going in because they are rest days and trying to enjoy them. So for all of you that have followed us this far, thank you very much to all of our friends. We miss you guys, to the family back home. We love you guys. See y'all.